Hey YouTube, undefeated with this team, 9-0, and I'm still on a win streak that I could continue if I want to, but I don't know. I'll just maybe try new teams, and we're heading into Ultra League, so I'm going to probably try those new Pokemon. But this team is OP, essentially. Shadow Chikorita, Shadow Vulpix, and Quaxley. So if you go to my top teams video, I said Vulpix is, in my opinion, probably one of the best Pokemon in this meta, just because the Quick Attack, Body Slam, Weather Ball, all neutral. Like, again, Quick Attack, Body Slam, neutral across the board. Weather Ball super effective against fires. Shadow version just super strong, super fast charging. And then I said Chikorita is the grass version of Vulpix. And I ended up building one, 13, 15, 15. Terrible IVs. Does not matter. I mean, nice IVs, but terrible IVs for Little Cup. But did exactly what I wanted to. Just like the Vine Whips do great in neutral situations or super effective situations, I should say. And then you don't get to grass not a ton, but just the Body Slam comes so quick, and those chunk in the Little Cup. And then Quaxley. So the good news about and you're gonna see, like, I went 9-0. I went 9-0 with like great leads and a lot of Dewpider switch-ins. And Quaxley is just like a great answer, a decent answer to Dewpider. You usually win. There could be times that you lose, and I'm going to show you that right here. But for the most part, Wing Attack Air Lace is just a great answer for Dewpider, which is ranked number 1 because it's a bug. So let's get into the battles and look at how this goes. So Shellos, or Shellos, was a water. So a little slow to get out. So again, I'm going to chip because this will do significant damage, or I'll grab a shield. If that's the case, I now will very easily win here. I'll probably shield. Yeah, because again, I said Body Slam always does like 50% in this meta. Probably a bit more to a Shadow. So I will shield that up. Just because we're even shielded, and I want to try and keep Switch. I don't need to keep Switch, but it's nice to keep Switch. Grab the second shield. Here we go. This is just the spamminess of Vulpix. Takes it out. Assume them to come back in with their water, which is running a Mud Bomb, or Mud... Yeah, probably Mud Bomb. No, not Mud Bomb. Mud Shot. Mud Shot. Do chip it a bunch. And again, this is one of the things where it's like a Body Slam from a Chikorita, even in a neutral situation in the back, is going to be significant. But I was like, oh, they're half grass. Let's come in here. But as you can see, you're not a flyer. You have Wing Attack and Air Lace, but you are not a flyer. You're just pure water. So those Razor Leafs are obviously adding up. But because the Wing Attack Air Lace is so fast, managed to get a charge move, take it out. So terrible lead. They're running Ember. They're not a bit slow on the get out, but they're a little... I get a couple quick attacks through. Get to the Weather Ball. That chips significantly. Way more than I expected to, so maybe it's not like a super good IV one here. And at this point, I'm like, I need to flip switch. Because the Chikorita just has such a bad matchup against an Ember Vulpix. And I resisted in the back. So I tried to flip switch, and they just give it to me. So I was like, okay, that works. So we'll get Chip Tech here. They did Bubble Beam me, so it is lowered, but they end up shielding, and now they just go for the straight farm. But like, you're not going to farm down a resisted move here. So I get to a second move. Vulpix coming through clutch, coming Quacks. I could live a Body Slam, but I won't live two. And they have a Chikorita of their own in the back, so getting this Wing Attack Air Lace off, again, super effective, but all non-stab. I'm going to just try and chip it a little lower because I felt like I needed to get this. I don't think one Body Slam from this range is going to take out. And then I saw how much they did. I'm like, oh, one Body Slam is definitely not going to take out from this full range here. So get it to this. I think I can outpace them because they had to throw 2 and I had a shield. But I'm like, no, because I think my only lose condition here, I remember this, because I think my only lose condition is to farm down, let them get farm on their Vulpix, and come in and take me out. We ended up tying. So, okay, so I was 9-0. Well, I was undefeated. That's right. But I was not 9-0. I was 8-0-1. This lead is, again, not... It's bad, but it's not terrible because, as you can see, those Vine Whips were adding up, and this Body Slam is going to add up just as quickly. So I end up getting to the Body Slam or winning CMP, or I guess we're getting to the Body Slam first, unless we CMP here. I think we CMP'd. Yeah, so we CMP. or a delayed CMP. That was kind of a weird one. Either way, I've got 2 shields. So now I can just come in to this evenish matchup. Again, Quaxly is not good against Vulpix here because Vulpix is running quick attack body slam, right? I didn't want to play, I was going to say, I don't think I wanted to play who's going to win CMP game here. So I'm like, you know what, Vulpix with energy advantage is probably fine. Let's just get a little extra damage there. Mudkip, water comes in. This is where just having the quick attack body slam spam is just solid. Chip it a ton. And now they come in with the grass. You love to see it. Wing attack, air lace. Takes out the Bulbasaur. They're not going to water gun me down. I assume all the moves are going to be resisted here. Unless there's a body slam or stomp. Almost takes me out. So Quaxly is a bit classy in this league. I noticed that. And again, non-stab, I don't love that. But here we go. This is where it's tricky. So great matchup. Obviously, wing attack, air lace, super effective. Bug bite, neutral. I have to make a call here because some are running. Everyone's running bubble beam. That's obvious move. And which if they just go bubble beam, you'll get to a second move. That's fine. The problem is the second move is either mirror coat or mirror coat or bug buzz. If it's bug buzz, it's a nuke and it's going to one shot you. Mirror coat actually I think one shot me anyways because the bug bite does so much. So I think mirror coat is the right way to go if you have a Dupiter. Anyways, get the body slam off. Is a razor leafer. I have 2 answers for this. I'm just gonna stay in here and body slam this, and then maybe I'll get out and start tackling down because I'm resisting the moves. I know they probably have the bubble beam or some sort of water move, so I'm just gonna shield this. Go for the very, very aggressive farm down because it's a razor leafer, so it's gonna take forever to get to a move. Come out with multiple moves for the Wooper, and I will take this matchup. So Dupite lead is bad because Bug Bite is super effective. So I just go straight Quacks. And they're a little slow. Again, it's not a bad matchup, so they can stay in here. If they shield too, and throw like a mirror coat here, that basically takes me out. I'm wondering if this is the match where they do that. No, they just bubble beam bait again. So anytime they bubble beam bait, it's not good. I don't know the CMP. I thought I'm attack heavy. Clearly cannot do that against a Poliwag, so I just go out there, which ends up being not bad because I'm like, you know what, I can just shield and farm down and come out with a ton of moves, right? So aggressive Vine Whip down, now have 2 body slams, so getting that air release off is not the worst case scenario because I can just go back to back here. They don't, so I could have gone back to back. They shield. Because they didn't shield, I figured let's just get out of here, not do super effective on me, just get the advance, get the quick attack. I didn't even see what came in, but I saw the animation, and that was an Incinerate. So now I got to do better on the timing of these charge moves. And so I'm like, I'm going to get to 2 and throw one, like, once I go 2. So this is 1, 2, that's 4, and they're just stuck in their 5. I can get to this move, and I have 2 moves coming out. But only 1 is required because it is a baby cup. So Seal, this is a good lead, right? Because you're doing super effective. Out comes a Vulpix. I made a mistake here. Because I should have waited 1 second to see if it was a tackle or quick attack. Because now that it's a quick attack, I'm actually quite behind. If I recognized that it was tackle, I could have done like 2 more Vine Whips and just got to a body slam and forced a shield or done huge chip damage. And then I could have easily taken this with Vulpix. Luckily, because I still did a little bit of chip, I still am able to take it anyways, but I could have lost this switch if they played it differently. So most members are running quick attacks, some are running, most Vulpix are running quick attacks, some are running Ember. So just take that extra second to see. And then again, a Dupiter in the back here. This Aerial Ace, only 5 to get to now that they lowered the attack. Energy required, get that off. See, this is a lot. So if they go Mirror Coat or Bug Buzz here, I will be taken out. But again, it's a Bubble Beam. The majority just go Bubble Beam, and you can't go Bubble Beam in this situation. It's resisted. I undercharge because I, again, sort of recognize my win condition there. My lose condition. It's not so much a win condition. Let me stop that. Because you may be wondering, like, okay, they Bubble Beam me here. My attack is lowered. These wing attacks are still adding up. Why am I undercharging here? And the reason I'm undercharging here is because I'm still at, like, I don't know, what is that, like just above the red, so what's that, like 20-25% health. If I take that out there, the seal comes back in, licks a bunch, gets a bunch of energy, and now it's a potential bait game. And my only real lose condition is if they land an icy wind on this Chikorita, right? So if I'm allowing them to get that energy to get to the icy wind, or I still have a shield, but it could be like bait game here. That's sort of my only lose condition. Now with the shield advantage and at Grass Knot. See you later. Seal. Again, good lead. I had a lot of good leads. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I still think this team is great. Just because you have two of the spammiest Pokemon in this meta that are both top 5 ranked, and now you have one of the hardest answers to Dupiter, who would cause you problems to those Pokemon. So with that, I think it is. So there's the mirror code. So I grabbed a shield, but they got the mirror code off and took me out, right? So that is unfortunate. I'm just going to probably throw the move right away because I really don't want to take a Bubble Beam here. But they shield and go down 2 shields, which is interesting. So I will shield this back, assuming I can farm down. And then I'm just going to bank the energy. Because again, like with energy advantage, this thing's going to dominate. And out comes a grass. So that is a grass with confusion. So that's a little tricky. But able to chip a bunch here. And I have a move here and they didn't even get it off. So I've got 2 moves on the Vulpix. I still have a good matchup here on the lead here against the Wooper. And they know that the writing is on the wall. And again, a Wooper. So amazing lead. Again, I should have probably thrown a Body Slam there, especially with Quick Attack, because now it's like, the only good news is like with the Vine Whips, they actually do, and even in a resisted situation, chip it enough that it is in Body Slam range, right? So now I can just go back-to-back Body Slam, grab 2 shields from this. They farm down and have a ton of energy, so that's not a bad play. I'll probably come Chikorita because I know I already had at least 1 Vine Whip, so I'm closer to the Body Slam. They go Weather Ball there. Unfortunately, they get to the move here, but I'm like, you know what? That is okay because that means they are super dry. And now I am just going to get an energy advantage, and they give up switch into the Chikorita. So it's a little slow in the swap here, but I do end up getting to the move here. I think it's enough to take out. Yeah, Chikorita's a little glassy, but overall still a great Pokemon. Wooper comes in. Again, I'm not a flyer, so these Mudshots are doing neutral. Get the early, so that's not insignificant. Again, Wooper's very glassy, especially the Shadow version, so it's very glassy. So, and everything does normally 50%, so that's just a little over on the Shadow. I know they're out of move. I have to just try and live it, which I can, barely. And now I get the Body Slam off for the win here. So good match there. Chikorita against Slugma. So this is not a great lead because they are pure fire. So they are resisting. So they're resisting the Vine Whips. They catch a Body Slam, so that's a nice catch. I still need to go Quacks here just because I have such a good matchup. I really don't want to take a Mirror Code or anything, so I'm just going to go straight this because, again, I'm not a flyer, so I'm not taking super effective from these rock throws. They end up shielding and throwing fast. I'm like, at best this is a Mirror Coat. At worst it's just so it's a Bubble Beam. So Mirror Coat does like 50%. And I will get to a move here and then get to a move and I'm just like, ah, crap, I have so much energy, I need to shield. But then they end up Bubble Beaming me, so I'm like, oh, can I even farm down? So I do get farmed down. I do have a ton of energy. Out comes a water Pokemon, so I just got to throw a lowered attack, non-stab Aerial Ace, which is probably not going to do a ton. And I only get one off there. So that is rough. But now they're sort of switch locked. I really can't take a move here though. And Vulpix is going to have a really real tough time with a rock thrower, right? So I just kind of bank this energy and just like, let's just chip this as much as I can because I need to get this out of here if I can. And luckily they just try for the full farm down, and I am a Shadow Chikorita. Attack heavy Chikorita at that. So I have to instant swap because I cannot let them get to the Aqua Tail, get to the Body Slam. So this one was a tough lead that I needed to jump around a little more. But I am able to do it for the win. And that was the 5-0. Yeah, so I switched team in the previous set. I went 3-0-1 in the previous set, and then I went 5-0 in this set. And that's where I am. Filming this on, that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday of, so like, because again, this league is on the previous week and this week, so I just did some battles so I could actually film in advance. I'm filming on Thursday, even though this league is not on again until Friday, and I'm probably not posting this till Saturday or Sunday. So may run with it again today, or I may do, because I've already shot another, I haven't shot the video yet, but I've already done the other team with the Execute and my Seal Vulpix team, so that's coming. So I may try and get a third one just so I have like 3 different teams, and then I'll focus on Ultra League as well for this week when this is on, so I have a combo of both for everyone. But that is it. Super strong, like I said. Quaxley, you can do with the Dewpider. I think this is probably one of your best answers. Again, Dewpider's tricky because it resists it does super effective against your Chikorita. Even though Bug Bite is resisted on the Vulpix, it still hits for super effective with the Bubble Beam. And actually, looking at PV Poke, your top 3 wins are Wooper, Vulpix, and Chikorita. Although Chikorita Shadow beats you in the losses, so maybe the Shadow version actually helps you get the Body Slams pick up there. So Quaxley is one of the top wins here against Dewpider. The other ones are Mantike, right? Tackle, Aerial Ace. And then Slugma with Rock Throw. Makes sense. Rock Throw super effective against Bug. And then a Shadow Growlithe with Ember, because those Embers are going to add up even though they are just neutral. And then Quaxley there. So if you want to use Mantike, or you want to use... You can use Slugma. It just makes you double weak to water in the back. This is, again, just more of a balanced team, and Quick Tech Vulpix is just generally strong overall. So that is the team. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.